Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is our review for the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 6, episode 3. Let's hope this one goes off well, okay? Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to like the video because it's always greatly appreciated. To also comment in the comment section. Hit that share button, share this video on your social media because sharing is caring all the time and whatnot, okay? I want you all to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you as I had to do all today, okay? Do not forget to inhale and exhale to keep yourself calm, cool, and collected, which I also had to do today. Y'all know I've been having StreamYard issues just with the connection, so it's been driving me crazy. So I hope this goes off. But thank y'all for all your kind words within my frustration that I posted last night. But this episode starts off, hi, I am here. The episode starts off, we see Robyn in bed, laying around and whatnot, okay? And Juan is waking her up. It's like 8:30 in the morning, and he's waking her up to get the boys up for school, okay? And I'm like, well, I feel like because Juan probably gets up and goes to work, he feels as if Robyn should get up and wake the boys up because I think Juan is the one who goes to work daily. So, that can be what it is. Anyway, when we see her wake up and go wake the oldest boy up, she's like, school starts in 3 minutes. I'm like, 3 minutes? Has he had food? Has he washed his face? He may have to pee or poop. Do not wake no kid up 3 minutes before. I'm like, has he had any nourishment to his body? Has he thanked God for waking up yet? I'm looking like, Robyn, wake your kids up at least 10 minutes before school starts. Because 10 minutes is at least you eat a little banana. Thank God you woke. Okay, you can go pee, get your little juice box, and then get on your computer. But 3 minutes is just time to walk to the computer and open your eyes. Okay, I'm my girl back. So she went back to bed or whatever. Then Juan woke her up again. Like, did you wake the other kid up? Are they both up on school on the app or whatever? She's like, no, I have 3 minutes. My alarm is set to wake him up in a couple minutes. He like, it's 9:07. His class starts at 9:10. I'm like, Robyn ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Robyn ain't shit. This is my thing. Because clearly Robyn must be the parent who wakes the kids up, which is why her alarms are set. You need to set your alarm sooner, Robyn, because again, the second boy, again, who she's giving him 3 minutes to get ready, we see the teacher say to the boy on his on the little video, whatever, you need to have your mom wake up sooner to wake you up. Because again, your school is your job. I'm like, let them know, because again, Robyn not waking up is making them have to rush to get to their school thing. And the kids are like 11 and 12. They not, old enough to be able to wake up. It's like 11 and 12 was like 2 and 3. Okay. So again, Robyn, I need you to do better. And again, the only reason I feel like Juan was making her do that was because he probably get up and get ready for work, because he leaves and goes as a coach. She in bed laying down. Okay, so again, a conversation needs to be had. Now we see Karen also at her house getting ready for a little Zoom meeting with her fans, not her customers. Okay, she has two new wigs coming out for La Dame. Okay, and she's talking to them about it. She got Race in there, and Race, I love the one wig or whatever. And I'm like, Karen, you ready to get frisky? Okay, I guess so. But again, the wigs are supposed to take you from the boardroom to the bedroom or whatever. And so she loved the fact that Ray is there supporting her in what she's doing. I'm like, cute. Okay. Now we then see Gizelle and Ashley meet up. Okay. And I'm like, Gizelle is a sad pony, honey, bye. So, she brings up how, well, Ashley, you're going to be hibernating again like you did for the pregnancy with Dean. Because then when she had Dean, she ain't called the house for like 6 months. Okay, she's like, no, like it's gonna be different this time. And then me and Michael have a nanny, so I'm not gonna be hiring because that's not gonna be good for Dean. So be fine, honey. Gizelle asked, gonna say, well, I'm nervous because I'm saying what happened last time with Michael at that hotel room. I'm like, Gizelle, you should be the last one to bring up anybody taking back a cheating man. You try to get back with Jamal. Okay, Jamal giving dick out Brian is who you tried to have a whole fake storyline with. So you could not try to counsel Ashley about getting back with her rich ass husband after he was cheating or whatever, when you literally tried to fakely get back with Jamal, giving Dick out Bryant, okay, for a storyline. At least she trying to give her husband the benefit of the doubt because she wants them to be a family. You needed a storyline, little girl. Shut up. And you should not want to feed any insecurities into, because what if you should not ever want to push the fact that your husband could probably still cheat. I'm nervous. I'm like, bitch, no. So you know what? If y'all doing good right now, I support you in that. And if you do it again, I will support you then too. But Gizelle, you cannot give anyone dating advice, I'm nervous advice, your husband might cheat advice, because again, you were trying to fuck on and fakely be with Jamal, giving Dick up Bryant for a goddamn storyline that did not work out for you. But I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, Ashley then tells Gizelle what happened at Karen's party, because again, Gizelle was not there. Again, Mia had a coochie done or whatever I'm saying, and because she had so much sex. I do not get me and the girls, me, Bondi, Niecy, James, whatever. We was in the in our chat, we chat all the time. And we were discussing the whole, Mia getting her clit redone. And it was funny because I'm like, I don't see why anyone's acting like it's a big deal. People have surgeries on their bodies all the time. I've heard of people getting their clit done. You get the excess skin removed. It makes for a better orgasm. So I was confused as to why anyone on the show is making it a big deal. So I was like, it's confusing. So I do not like how they're trying to make it seem as if, she must be a whore, okay, with a blown out cooch, and that's why she do. I'm like, no, a lot of people may be born with excess skin in around that area, around the clit, whatever. But it's not a big deal to me. But again, I have a lot of knowledge in my head because I'm older. For one, I'm 39, and two, I've read up and I've watched and I've paid attention to different things over the years. So again, to me, I was like, girl, it's not a big deal. Anyway, so she also brings up how Mia said that she wonders if Gizelle is just a pretty face after hearing that she wished death upon Ray. Now, did she wish death upon Ray? Not literally, but you should not speak of people dying who are old and they don't die. Like, that's just not nice or whatever. But again, I didn't see an issue with Mia saying, because she said that I need to reevaluate if she's really a good person. So I need to figure out what's going on. So Gizelle brings up how she's been texting me and Robyn. Okay, we see a little text thread or whatever. But we see only Robyn responding to Mia saying, hey, happy Valentine's Day. And hey, if you want our sons to meet up for whatever sports stuff, whatever, we can do that. And Robyn said, sure. So it seems like Robyn was responding and not Gizelle. So Gizelle now feels like, Mia's a flip-flop. I'm like, how? I do not feel that anyone who we've only seen, twice? You've met her once, Gizelle. You've met her once. How is she flip-flopping if when she first met you, she felt one way? But she's heard things that you said, which made her want to figure out if you're really that person. I feel like on this show, they have to interact. She has to reach out, because how can she figure out if you were real bitch or not if she don't hang out with you or talk to you? But Gizelle is trying to find a reason to have issue with anybody because Gizelle needs storyline. Okay, but I'm going to leave that be too. So Gizelle brings up how, she sees Ashley's very, very pregnant, because Ashley is due like tomorrow. Okay, she due tomorrow. And so Gizelle brings up how when she was pregnant with the twins, her second pregnancy, that she remembers everyone being so focused on her being pregnant with the twins, no one really cared about her, and it was more about the kids, the twins, whatever. And so she felt lonely and that she felt sad. And so it's like, I don't know if that's how you feel either. But again, I want to have a pamper after party for you. I want to invite everybody except Karen to celebrate you. And I like, and I want Karen invited. It was for me, she had to be invited. And also invite Mia. So, I think that's a good thing that, Gizelle wants to have an event, but two, Ash is making it clear, but I need you to invite everybody that I'm cool with. It ain't about you. But boom, pow, pow. They also bring up how they keep wondering about, why is Mia get a cooch? I thought only porn star. I'm like, you hoes are too old and has too much access to Google to not be able to figure out that people look, people had a breast done and have to have their nipple removed. Okay? So please don't act like someone saying, I got my clit done. Google it. It's just removal of excess skin to help you have an orgasm. Okay? Knowing is caring. Anyway, let's move on from that. We see Robyn. Robyn at a little warehouse or whatever, her little friend, Oh, a Scala. A Scala is Ethiopian. When it gets there, so they're African sisters because Wendy is Nigerian. So again, cool. So Robyn has a warehouse space where she boxes up her embellished orders or whatever because I'm behind in orders and I kind of just outgrew my living room. So I have stuff here and we box up like 350 orders a day. This is my thing. I am proud of Robyn for having an idea and being forth and going forth with it and being successful. Now I went to the website. I'm like, let me buy a hat. Okay, but I went on there, whatever. It's all the hats are pre-order. And they won't ship to like I don't like going to anyone's site and seeing it's only pre-order. To me, that means you don't have inventory. You're gonna order what people buy. Now that's also smart so that you're not spending extra money up front when you don't have to. But I'm like, let me know when shit is in stock and I'll order it because I don't like waiting for stuff to come in stock for me to order it. But that's just me. But again, she had like maybe 10 options. So I don't if the hats, I'm gonna check back in August, okay? And if the hats are available, I'll order one. To see if they to see if they're all they're supposed to be. But again, when it gets there, she brings up how you say, hey, Robyn, you know what? I told you I want to start up a home essential line. She's like, what? Really? No, I had no idea. Okay. Now Robyn shocked last season when Wendy was all about bragging about her being a professor, about her being a political commentary person. So political commentary? I don't know. But anyway, on the talking. And so she's surprised that she's going from that to wanting to do candles. Now I feel like, a person can be a jack or a Jill of all trades. I don't think that's an issue. But I still feel like Wendy is finding herself. And for me, I think she's different this season. And that's not good or bad, but I was talking to the girl. That's what I feel like Wendy is wearing the Edgar suit. So if you do have not watched Men in Black, the first one, when the aliens come and like kill this hillbilly dude at Edgar, the wife say, the alien came in the house and he was wearing my husband like an Edgar suit. So I said Wendy's like wearing an Edgar suit. But again, I just think she's different. And I don't know if it's good or bad yet. I mean, she's aggravating a little bit. I'm going to leave that be. But I don't see an issue with her wanting to branch out and do something different. But I wish that she would have more information about how to go about that before she's talking about it. Because it's like you bringing up that you want to have a baby, but you're a virgin. It's like, you have to at least put the penis in the vagina and have sex to want to have something that big. Anyway, but it's fine. So then when he brings up Karen's party, and she tried to make it seem like Mia came for her, and old Wendy would have went off. Look like, who was old Wendy? Like Wendy, I wonder did she get? This is only her second season. We still barely know you, so I feel like old Wendy would have been, whatever. But this new, I'm Zen Wendy. I'm like, that's not gonna happen. No one besides you will call you that. No one Zen Wendy. Osefo degrees, but not Zen Win, okay? But again, I would have went off. I'm like, there is no old Wendy. We don't know you. I feel like Wendy saw how people made it seem as if she had no impact on last season. She was like, she was like a friend of the show. And so I think this season she wants to make a statement for herself. But to me, you doing too much too soon, that seems different. And it makes you seem like a flip-flopper. But I'm going to leave that be too. So when she brings up how, Mia said whatever, and, I would have popped off. Rob, like, well, at your party, whatever, when Gizelle and Karen go back and forth, and you tried to defend Karen by saying, like, leave her alone or whatever, and then I tried to defend Gizelle. You told me to kind of stay out of it, and I don't get that. Since I don't get how you're trying to, support Karen, but didn't want me to support Gizelle. And I feel like it don't matter. I feel like sometimes they all need to let each person handle their own shit. But I was like, nobody ganged up on Karen and nobody ganged up on Gizelle. So I think both Robyn and Wendy should sit down in their friend of roles, okay, and leave it be and whatnot. So, but we do see that Robyn invites her friend, Akela. I don't know. I think is it Akela? I don't know. Her Ethiopian friend to the party or the pamper party that Gizelle is having for athlete. Now I feel like, how can a friend of the show invite their friend of the show to anything? Because let's get clear. Robyn is Gizelle's friend. She should really be a friend of the show. So how are you inviting somebody to an event who don't even know Abby? But again, I'm gonna leave that be as well. So we see a short scene of Candice at home, on the phone with her mom or whatever. She just brings up how, mom, I have Chris. No, she first brings up the tea she has gonna have with Karen. And she brings like, I know to be careful because sometimes people who I think my friend is not my friend. We don't need that be. So, but let me say this also. I am not going to go into any detail or down any rabbit hole discussing that fight from last season. I'm going to leave that shit on last season. Nope, not doing it. I'm going to touch on it a bit based on the conversation with her and Cam. I do not like that Candice is still trying to have that be a part of this season, because again, Monica's gone. She's gone. So you should not have to have a conversation about that with anyone here, because the person who did it ain't here no more. Okay? It aggravates me. Anyway, but she does bring up to her mom that she don't have Chris as her manager. And her mom's like, oh, okay, well, be careful, because you never know what someone's intent. Did she say his intent? Basically, make sure he don't take your money, okay? Which make my husband would not take my money. Was his is mine, was mine is his, and I'm like, okay. I don't feel like it was wrong for mom to bring up. Just be careful, because sometimes when your spouse becomes your manager, we've seen over the years how that does not work out. Tamar and Vince, okay, Ike and Tina, okay, Rachel Back and Kendall. There are many times where we see a husband and wife, and the husband starts to manage her, and things just go south. And I don't just mean in one way or the other, but I mean like you have to separate church and state sometime, okay? I'm leave that be. But her point was, Mom, don't put that on my marriage. And I'm like, cool. Do I think Chris gonna take her money? No, but I do think they might have more fights based on him working with her. Because sometimes the turmoil will not come from the money situation. It can come from one of them not wanting to listen to the other. Him maybe not wanting to listen to her as the clients, and her maybe not trying her not trying to want to listen to him as the manager. So again, that shit can get hot and it can cause divorce, but I'm gonna leave that be. But her mama was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Do you, boo-boo. Now, we then see Wendy goes to see Karen at her house to discuss her whole business plan for her candles line. And, we see Karen bringing up how, Wendy's changed from last season, okay? Because last time, she did not want to, we see the flashback scene of when Wendy said at the reunion that Karen's issue with her was that she never came to her in any capacity for Karen to be like a mentor. And so that was the reason she felt like Karen had an issue with her. I'm like, and now look at her now, coming to Karen, asking her to mentor her or at least help her and advise her on how to move forward with her business. Because again, Karen is a business woman. She can't go talk to Gizelle or Robyn. Because Robyn, don't even really have no staff for her hats, okay? And then Gizelle, every hue, no more, okay? So Candice, don't even speak about her, that wig line she has. Again, no one currently has anything going on successfully to talk about each season, okay? Besides probably Karen and Robyn. And that's it. So Karen, I guess, is the better choice. Anyway, so, she wants to do this candle. She has not had any, it seems like she has not done any research. She's not done anything to really figure out how she wants to go about it. So she does show her the product or whatever. So it's a little candle, little black box. I think it's called Oni or Ani. I don't know. It's Onyi. The box is cute. The candle was standard. Candles are standard to me. You sometimes, y'all know, I love the candle from Bath and Body Works. So they do have really cute, organized candle holders. But again, this is cute too. It is what it is. But again, Karen has some great questions. Okay, because when he wants to be the Black Martha Stewart, I think that's great. Okay, because look, I love a candle. I love, sheet sets. Okay, I love little knick-knack shit or whatever. So again, I think she's smart to want to do this. But again, she has to do her own research before saying, I want to do this. If you haven't figured out how to do it, or at least the first steps, Don't announce shit. Okay? Move in silence. But again, Wendy wants to make you feel like she has these things going on. I'm gonna leave that be. So, Karen asked some simple, standard questions that she should ask herself. You have a partner. She says, yes, it's Eddie. Do you have a product? Yes, I do. This is the product. Boom, pow, pow. And that's what it is. Okay. Do you have a business plan? She's like, well, I have written one paragraph. I'm like, what, bitch? That's an intro. A paragraph. That's it. Girl, look, let me tell you this. When I started my YouTube channel, before I knew anyone, because I told her before, I started from the ground up, and I am so happy that now I know Bondi. I am friends with Bondi, fucking Blue. Okay, but again, the Bondi, I know Alex, but I know many other folks, Jamie, like all these people who I'm cool with now. But in the beginning, I didn't know nobody. But I said I had a whole 4-year plan. I need to get these amounts within 1 year. I need to make this amount of money within some certain time. I need to get a name that will flow right. I need to trade right. So, but I had all this done within the first year of me growing my YouTube channel. I'm like, it's a business. You have to think, what's my end goal? So that's my end goal. How do I get there? Okay, boom. I need some shirts. I need I need a name. JLeesCorner. You know what I'm saying? I need social media. I had all these things in place. And now I'm successful. But again, I really hope that she would do more of that up front. I'm gonna leave that be. So she also told if you have a budget, double it. Okay, and also she asked a good question. Who are you marketing to? Okay, who knows your brand name and why they buy your product over someone else? And she had no answer. To me, that means she has not done the work to figure out why she's doing this. You have to know the why first. Okay, if you do not know the why, nothing will fall in line. And until you figure out your why, who, what, when, where, how, and why, you may fail. I'll leave that be. So and that's my fear that no one will buy it because you are not putting the time to get people familiar with your brand. Okay, do that first. I know. Look, I am so fucking business minded. It's a gift. Anyway, Karen sees like, oh my god, I don't know. Karen like, girl, I don't know if I can hold your hand because she's overreacting over the simplest things. Those are things that has nothing to do with even you making it. If you can't have this conversation and not kind of, oh my god, you ain't ready. Okay, you ain't ready. Anyway, next up, we see Mia and G having a whole little conversation. Basically, she brings up how her mom and her, are getting back to know each other. Her mom, her parents in general, were on drugs when she was a kid, so she was put into foster care. And so she still has hurt and pain from basically being abandoned. You know what I'm saying? In that way, she brings up how over the year that she would write her mom letters and she would not hear back. But she does not know if it was because her mama did not write back or because of whoever she was, and whoever had custody of her was not giving her the letters. But her mom was coming to spend time with them for this holiday. It was whatever holiday coming up. And so it's like for her, it's weird because she's like, I'm trying to build, but it's just so awkward because when I try to bring up how I feel, my mom starts crying, so I can't then express how I feel. And I like how G said, girl, look, give it time. You saying y'all will find a way to open that door because people think that because you are talking to somebody after a past hurt that it is easy to move forwards and it may not take time. It could take like years, a couple years to fix things. Again, I hope she sticks with trying to fix that with her mom because her son, her oldest child, who the father for oldest child and G are like cool. So I think her thing is, I have to juggle having two men father my children and, make sure my kids, have a healthy, bond with, their birth father. And so that brings up her issues with her birth mom. So I like that she was very open about her childhood. So we then see Candice and Karen having a little chit chat at her house or whatever. It was calm, cool, and collected or whatever. Look, this is my thing with this whole conversation. Candice really wants Karen to say, Candice, I was wrong. Monique was wrong. You're right. And I am so sorry that I did not side with you when all that happened. That's what Candice wants to hear in order for her to feel vindicated. I do not get why she feels like Karen could not have wanted to stay neutral when she felt like y'all both played a part in it. Candice really wants to take no accountability for what she did. And it's fucked up that people who watched last season feel like anyone who can understand that Monique wasn't fully wrong, that both Monique and Candice both played a part in this, and that I don't see issue with Karen, who's friends with them both, not wanting to pick a side. However, because the show people, Gizelle, Robyn, and Wendy flocked to Candice, they kind of pushed her to the side other than Monique. So she didn't have a chance to talk to Candice because Candice only wanted to hear I'm right and Monique is wrong. And anyone who did not say that, she had an issue with. And her saying, well, why didn't you, come see me, talk to me? Because you weren't in a space to hear me, for me to talk to you, which is true. And that's fine. And I like that Karen said, look, I made a decision to stay neutral. And I don't regret that, okay? But I understand that you were hurt physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I'm like, that's her saying, I get what you went through. However, I was hurt too because of my decision, y'all said, fuck me. So I was hurt too. When I didn't do shit wrong, besides I tried to stay neutral. And because Karen will not say, Candice, you're right. I was wrong. Monique was wrong. The wigs were wrong. The makeup was what. If she not being said she's right, she can't trust Karen. Fine. She's like, I can be cordial, but I can't trust right now. Fine. I do not want Candice to bring up this topic again. If Karen has told you her stance, she does not regret staying neutral. She does not regret feeling like y'all both played a part in the fight. And she understands how hurt you were from what you went through. You have to get Candice. No one has to feel how you felt with your situation in order to be your friend. They can understand what you went through, but they don't have to agree with you wholeheartedly. And her not agreeing wholeheartedly does not mean she wishes you any ill intent. It's stupid. When two friends fight and you in the middle, it's a fucked up situation because. And Monique, and Candice was the only one who wanted people to pick sides. She could not stand someone saying, y'all was both wrong. I'm out of that shit. Leave me be. I should have to pick. So I'm like, girl, I'm done. So again, that is the most y'all will get me to discuss last season. Okay, let's move on. They're cordial now. They both see how the other one feel. Let's not bring it up anymore. Again, Monique is gone. Candice seems less stressed this season. Let's leave that in the past. Move on. Okay. So we then have the Ashley party of pampering her and everything and what's going on. Girl, what was your? I hate when I be on live and the girls are in the chat talking and I can't do it yet. I can't really see what it is. Anyway, at the Ashley pamper party, everyone is arriving. Okay. We also see this is a Skylar. Her name was Skylar. I loved her look. I love her messy hair. I love her easy clothes. I love her big Louis bag or whatever. I love her coat. I love this look because I feel like if you go into a spa, you want to look real relaxed, okay? But still fashionable. So I love that. Oh, also we had I thought I had new confessions, but I guess I don't. But anyway, let's move on from that. But yeah, they all there sitting around, chitting and chatting or whatever. And when Karen walk in, the fact that her and Gizelle do not speak was hilarious to me. Karen and Gizelle will ignore each other like as if the other one is not there, and I love it because again, they see each other for who the other one is, and they both stand firm in that hatred of each other. So it's fine. So when Mia gets there, Wendy and her face, I don't get why Wendy has an issue with Mia, and the disdain on her face to me is aggravating. Because you're doing too much for no reason, everybody. Anyway, so Gizelle has a fun game play of guess the bump. Okay, so she put pictures of each person up to guess their bump. I'm like, of course it was just a bump. It's the whole picture. So we see Robyn with Carter. We see Mia with her youngest child. We see Gizelle pregnant with the twins. I'm like, oh, girl, honey, she looked over it. Okay, over it. Like, I am done. We also see Karen. The funny part was with Karen's photo, because again, the photo just showed just a bump, and they said, oh, that must be Karen because you can see the dates. I'm like, no, not the date. Back in the day, you have photos, the date will be on the picture. So that's funny. But again, that was Karen back in '97 with Raven. We have Wendy with her, I think her daughter Cameron, and then Affy's current pregnancy. So again, it was fun to guess the bump. Okay. Anyway, so Karen asked me if she wants to, are you on Wendy okay? Like at the was it her party? Yeah, at the party, whatever. Y'all went back and forth, and I appreciate Mia saying, "Well, no, Wendy's here. Let's chit chat." I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." So we see Mia and Wendy sitting next to each other, kind of going back and forth. Because at this point in time, Ashley and the scholar were back getting, I think, massages or whatever, doing something in the massage place. So they're having a conversation. And Mia brings up how, we were talking or whatever, and I talk with my hands. And she told me to put my hand down. And I see him say, what you going to do about it? But that can be threatening. I'm like, Candice, shut up. Candice, hush. When anyone brings up anything with hands, leave it be, because stop it, okay? That can be threatening. Shut up, Candice. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You have not even met anybody. Be quiet right now. Okay, anyway. So when he brings up to me, well, don't ever try me like that again. I'm like, I feel like Wendy has a quota to meet to try to be that bitch. And she thinks she's being that bitch. And I feel like somebody wrote, speeches, like either speeches or like one lines or whatever. I'm like, I don't get where this Wendy is coming from and why she's coming for a newbie who really hasn't done anything to her. Okay, so anyway, I like me, so I talk with my hands. I talk with my hands. When Wendy said, yes, I do too. When Wendy said that, I'm like, okay, so if you both talk with your hands, you can't tell someone to not talk with them because you do too. Again, and it's a difference between, talk whatever, and saying, bitch, I'm gonna beat your, it's a difference. And Mia was not being aggressive in how she was talking. She was just talking with her hand like I do right now. That's it. So Wendy trying to make it seem as if Mia was being extra and she had to check her. I'm like, for what? I'm like, girl, it's just dumb, okay? And so they fussed back and forth. And me like, look, I talk my hands. That's my demeanor. You're going to have to just get used to it. That's what it is. I don't have to do anything. I am Zen Wen, and I have time today. So TikTok me. I'm like, bitch, who wrote that? Who wrote that? I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And me said, look, if you don't like how I talk with my hands, sit over there. Okay, go over there. Because again, Wendy is being extra for no reason. Okay, so they're now laughing at her Zen Wen TikTok comment or whatever. And then Gizelle is trying to talk to Mia about the whole, cute face comment or whatever. But again, Mia and Wendy still go back and forth, whatever. And so, I am transparent. I'm gonna be myself, and that's what I can be. And whatever. And so it was funny because Wendy then said, well, no, I think no. Yeah, she said, you have issues with yourself and not with me, and that's your problem, keeping your foot in your mouth. And me said, well, no, you're unhappy at home, you are unhappy, whatever, leave me be, bitch. I'm like, please do. No, you're unhappy at home, and that's girl. You are unhappy at home, and that's why you have your click fixed. I'm like, why do they keep her? I'm like, what is her click being fixed? You got your titties and your ass fixed recently. Okay. Was it for Eddie? Something about Wendy is deflecting because something ain't right with her and she don't want anyone to notice it. But I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, being like, girl, I'm not about to talk to them who, just don't. She low vibrates. I'm gonna go, whatever. So she walks away. They go in the back to get whatever stuff done. Wendy and Gizelle then talk because Gizelle felt like, well, you wouldn't let her talk. Like, I get you wanting to go hard in the paint, but you have to let the person talk. Like, you kept talking over her. So now Wendy mad because I was up here trying to defend Gizelle, and her and Robyn are not being loyal to me because I'm like, girl, why is anyone ever trying to help Gizelle or Robyn? Them hoes are two peas in a pot. No one will ever join their twosome. Okay, they're legend. No one will join the legend. Leave them be. Okay. And when Candice said in her confessional that Wendy tits are too new for her to be bumping her chest, I say, bitch. I cackled again. I like this Candice, but I hope she stays this fun, Candice. If not, I'm gonna go back to not like her. Anyway, so both Gizelle and Robyn bring up how they want to get to know Karen, not Karen. They want to know Mia without Karen or Wendy around. I'm like, I guess that's fine or whatever, but whatever. What else do we see? A scholar does bring up the whole drinking rumor that Robyn said to Karen, because Karen was saying how we know when Abby had the baby, we gonna have drinks or whatever. And so Scholar then said, well, Robyn said that you be drinking too much. Is that true? I'm like, Scholar, you brand new, boo. But okay. But again, I heard something. You talking about drinking? Is it true? I want to know. That's a good way to get into things with people because you bring what you heard. But Karen said, well, no, I'll be at home since I'm not drinking. I call people. And that's what it is. I was like, girl, I guess so. Anyway, we then see Mia explain that, how she met her husband was at the strip club that she eventually did start stripping at, but she was not taking her clothes off. She was not on the pole. I'm like, I don't care. I don't. They married with kids. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, that was my review. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love you all. Have a good day. And let's hope I come back for more stuff later. Do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, and also share it on your social media. Peace.